Brought to you by Agilus Diagnostics.
हेल्थ टेस्ट की बात आती है तो मैं भरोसा करता हूँ इंडिया's largest diagnostics company, Agilus Diagnostics. खुद को टेस्ट करते रहो.
My Maharashtra, and we are with a pairing that I would call the D team of Latur, not the D gang, but the D team. Amit Deshmukh, Ritesh Deshmukh, appreciate both of you joining us. We could have had Ritesh here and we could have had a perfect trio. But tell me, as you go into this election, you're into your fourth Vidhan Sabha election, you're into your second. How would you respond if I said that you are all both products of dynasty, of the fact that you are the sons of Vilas Rao Deshmukh, which is why you are where you are? How would you respond?
See, I think, I'm very proud of being my father's son. And he has served Latur and Maharashtra, Marathwada. And we've learned everything from him. In fact, I started with the Youth Congress and then I grew. And I think the party gave me the opportunity when the party felt that I could, deliver in the state assembly. So, more than dynasty, I feel party saw merit, and I've contested 3 elections successfully, and this is the 4th.
No, but so if you all were not Deshmukhs, would you all be where you are? That's the question.
So I'm just telling you about that as well. I think yes, that is a great advantage that we are Deshmukhs, definitely, because we come from that family, we have that background. Definitely that is an advantage, so I would not deny that.
He's got a double disadvantage, Dheeraj. You're seen as the son of Vilas Rao and the brother of Amit Deshmukh. More difficult for you in that sense to prove yourself in a way.
Absolutely.
Every election for you is to prove yourself.
Absolutely, because when there are greater examples in front of you, you have to live up to that. And that's what I'm trying to do. And there is people's expectation that you should work in a certain way. You always get that your father was, there's always a reference with whoever we speak, whoever interviews us, like yourself, there's always a reference how he was or what he did. So you always have that pressure. You also have to be extra alert and you're more responsible. So I take it like a challenge. And it's great how we've seen how he's worked, his selfless work for the party and his people. You keep that in mind and you walk the mile, there's no problem.
Now, how do you separate it all? I mean, you're contesting Latur rural, he contests the urban areas. I mean, it's almost as if Latur has been divided between the two brothers. I mean, that's, I was in Bid where some of the criticism of the politician, there was, ye sab gharane shahi hai. Hamare, where do we have any chance? All across Maharashtra, it's families.
I don't agree with that completely.
Across Maharashtra.
I don't agree with that completely because now political parties are also, very scientific about their approach. I mean, the kind of surveys that are being done. And, if you don't have that elective merit, party is not going to put its strength behind you. I mean, even with me, for example, if I don't have the elective merit, if party doesn't think that I have the elective merit, I may not be given the chance. Somebody else may be given the chance. So I think, you have to work hard, you have to prove yourself, and you have to, be sort of wanted by your electorate.
It is a challenge, no doubt. But is it also about protecting a family legacy? Is that the reason why you all went into politics? Both of you, is that the reason why you all decided we need to protect our family turf in Latur? And that's the sense I get in Maharashtra. Everyone is looking to protect their family turfs, whether it's the Pawars or indeed the Deshmukhs or the Thakres.
No, that would be unfair to all of us who are trying to work for the people or what mandate we are taking from them. It's also the people who want you to be there with them. It's also the people who associate you with a certain kind of work, certain kind of relation that has been built between the electorate and the person. So that also matters. It's a relation, it's a family. Now it's not about a constituency anymore. It's like a part of a big family with the electorate itself. And they have that trust in you, they have that belief in you, and you have to deliver.
It's interesting, at least the two of you as brothers are in the same party. But we are finding in Maharashtra brothers and sisters being split apart, families being torn apart. The Pawars, of course, being the most noticeable example. But look at Raj Thackeray versus Uddhav Thackeray. You all have stayed together. Yeah. I mean, is that out of compulsion, choice, the fact that the Congress party is you see as the only party? No, will I come back 5 years from now to Latur and see Dheeraj in NCP, you in Congress, different parties? Possible? No way.
I don't think so. I think we are very clear about our ideology and our loyalty. We are very clear about that.
You know, because I just wonder what it does to a political party when, you know, families split apart. Is politics in Maharashtra becoming about kursi? You said you're very clear about ideology. I wonder what is the ideology of politicians. Over 25% of MLAs elected in Maharashtra in the last 10 years or 15 years have actually been in more than one party. So, I mean, what does it say about ideology? What is this ideology in Maharashtra apart from power? All of you want power, that's all.
See, the politics everyone is doing because you want to be in the power to do your agenda.
No, why in government? Why in government? You can be in opposition and do good for your...
We've stayed in opposition when our party was not elected by the people. We've stayed in the opposition.
But you're exceptions. The rule seems to be, you know, do something or the other to come to power. The belief in Maharashtra is that the real politics could start after the 23rd, after the result. We don't know which party will go where. Is that, as young people who joined, as you say, with the idealism, the ideology, does that make you feel depressed when you see what's happening around you?
Yes, it is depressing.
It is depressing.
It is depressing. I think, you know, the political culture that has changed over time is certainly depressing, and it's not good. I think this needs to change. This definitely needs to change, and parties, you know, should have some kind of code of conduct for themselves. And, you know, like, for example, poaching MLAs and poaching MPs. I mean, where are we going? I mean, we have to go back to our electorate, you know, show your face to them. And it's becoming, you know, it's becoming...
Did someone offer the two of you a chance? I believe there was some talk of Congress MLAs also being wooed by the ruling alliance at some time. Nobody...
No substance in that.
I mean, they just don't want to waste their time with us.
They weren't going to waste their time with us. You all were very clear about that.
No substance.
You know, your late father, who I remember well, was someone who had come right from the grassroots, you know, fighting Panchayat, Zilla Parishad election. You've also fought a Zilla Parishad election. I want to understand, what is the biggest challenge you faced in politics? You know, there's a lot of hard work, I know, but what for you is the biggest challenge as Mumbai boys who had to come and work in Latur? Your father came right from Latur itself, but for Mumbai boys, where you grew up, to come and work in Latur, what was the biggest challenge? You first, Amit.
No, I'm born in Latur.
Yes, but you lived a large part of your life in Mumbai.
And when my father moved to Mumbai as, you know, a politician, we all moved with him. So yes, I have, you know, I'm schooled in Mumbai and colleged in Mumbai and all of that. But we've always, you know, been connected to the roots. We always came back to our village. We always came back to our town. And we had that connection, and my parents made sure that I had, and we all of us had that connection. So that connection and that bond was very strong. So it was not very challenging. I think we like it here. And, you know, one has to...
You prefer Latur to the bright lights of Mumbai?
Absolutely.
You do?
Yeah.
Both of you do?
Yeah.
Yeah? Interesting, because, you know, the Prime Minister in particular, I don't know whether he'll come to Latur in this campaign, possibly not, but uses the word Parivarvad time and again to describe the Congress party. The Congress party is a party of Parivarvad. How would you respond when the Prime Minister of the country no less says the Congress party is a party of Parivarvad, of entitledness?
I think, you know, he comes from a party which, you know, has its own agenda, and, you know, what can you expect? What can you expect from a party who is, you know, sort of competing with the Congress party? So it is a political statement, a political line. I mean, nothing more than that.
You all don't see that as some kind of of the Congress's, you know, a concern for Congress, that if it is perceived as a party of Parivarvad, then many young people who are meritocrats will not vote for you all. No, they will just see this as a party right from top to bottom, run by families.
See, I mean, these days we all work around something called a fake narrative. So you need to give a narrative. If you have to compare BJP's work or versus Congress's work, the tall work that Congress has put from getting independence to setting up everything that we are experiencing today, if you have to count all the works that Congress has done, the agenda would never end. So you have to just deflect and give another diversion to the conversation, and it becomes a propaganda. And then you run with that propaganda, and it sort of worked for a while. And now people have done with that as well. Now enough Parivarvad. Now if they have to comment on us as Parivarvad, they've inducted Parivars in their party. So what would you say about that?
Because there are a few Congress Parivars that are there in the BJP today.
Yeah.
The BJP in Maharashtra also
Yes.
is a bit of a Congress youth party at one level, which is interesting. I just want to understand, therefore, in conclusion, who's going to win Maharashtra?
MBA.
And no, I want an honest answer now. And
MBA.
Everywhere I go, I hear that it could become a missile, it could be a hung assembly. Aren't you worried about Ladki Bahin on one side, the Prime Minister coming and saying that ek hai to safe hai? That's the kind of narrative that they are pushing. You're not worried that the fact you all don't have a chief ministerial candidate?
Nobody has. Even from their side, there is
Nobody
no
has. Anyone could become a chief minister. Who knows in Maharashtra? Come tomorrow, anything could happen. But in general, are you really as confident today in the Vidhan Sabha as you were in the Lok Sabha 5 months ago?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
You actually think that you don't worry that more local
And
factors...
soybean will be a big factor in this election.
You're saying soybean and the fact that farmers have not got the price
Yes.
for soybean will be a big factor in rural Maharashtra in particular. Confident, therefore.
Absolutely.
Not that on the 23rd of November we will have more ulat fail.
Maharashtra will surprise everyone.
Maharashtra will surprise. That's interesting because I've called my new book 2024 the election that surprised India. Lok Sabha surprised, Haryana surprised in a way which didn't quite go the Congress way.
Yeah.
We'll see what Maharashtra does, and we'll see what the two of you do with your political careers. But good to see you,
Thank you.
Amit Deshmukh and Ritesh Deshmukh. Thank you so much for joining us on India Today.